Independent filmmaker Felicia Rivers is making herself known here in Charleston and beyond. I sit down one-on-one with Felicia for a special edition of Quintin's Close-Ups. And be sure to download the free Quintin's Close-Ups app in your Apple or Google Play stores, or listen to this interview later on the free iHeartRadio app. Well, Felicia Rivers,
Hi.
It's so good to meet you.
Good to meet you too.
I understand that you're a household name here in Charleston with the Geechee One Awards,
Mm-hmm.
and also you're an independent filmmaker.
Yes.
And I know on your Facebook page on June 26th you said this quote, "I have an interview with Quintin Washington tomorrow. Let's talk Geechee One films, Geechee One magazine and more."
Yes.
So let's talk about it.
Okay. We have a lot going on.
Yes, right. If you were to write a film about your life right now, what would be the title?
I wouldn't really know at this second, but it would be really fun.
Fun. Wow. And I understand this too. Just a couple of days ago, you posted this on your Facebook page as well on July 4th. Check me out. Geechee One Films, Twerk, has been selected for Hip Hop Film Festival in New York City.
Yes.
Where are you emotionally with this news?
I actually we're pretty good. I have a cast of people who are really excited. One of the big things I wanted to do this year was actually do a lot of the films. So I mean, again, I'm independent. I'm not, a professional. I'm learning because my degree is actually in mass communication with a concentration in public relations from Claflin.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, we love Claflin.
Yes, but
HBCU.
but I've been doing the magazine since I was at Claflin, which is Geechee One, which is something I always wanted to do. I always wanted to write. I'm always been a writer, but I've been writing like short skits and stuff maybe since first grade actually, because I used to do plays, like little plays, not big production plays.
Right.
But when they did like the elementary plays,
Yes.
I was never in it really. I was more like the person behind it or helping with it behind it. So I can't remember. I know the first play that I did was Cinderella. I want to say it might have been second or third grade. W.T. Sampson Elementary School. My dad's in the military. My dad's from Wamala. My mom's from Virginia.
Right.
So they lived in Norfolk, and then they moved here, and then they moved to Cuba, and then moved back here. So basically, when I did the play, I was in that I put together, it was in Cuba, Guantanamo Bay.
Wow.
Which is on the base. So, but I always just love doing it, So this is something that I really love to do. So, but like I said, with Twerk is actually like our second film. Our first film is Angel's Revenge. Okay.
Yes.
So basically, with that one, that's like a little remake, and most people are like, oh, she's trying to do a little Carrie. It is a little bit like Carrie. Well, it is really like a remake, a little remake of Carrie. It really is. So it's something. I got a group of good, outstanding, inspiring actors from the area.
Wow.
And we came up with this, and then with Twerk was the same thing, and everybody's like, oh, man, it's twerk. But twerk is not as bad as you think it is.
Right.
Because everybody was thinking, oh my goodness, this is about to be like a, but basically it's like first is one young lady, you know how you have your favorite artist. So she's like, I want to be my, artist video. So she actually gets her friends to go in the audition. And then it's just like a couple different people auditioning, and then we just make it a little bit funny. And then her friend actually gets it. Like she freezes. The main character actually freezes. And then her main character gets it. So it's just like a small short film, like 9 minutes. So we're going to do part 2 of it. So what we came up with yesterday is reggae nights with it. So so it'd be like maybe they're all coming together and it's like reggae music and dancing and just something different. And that's one thing about film is just, and I'm really creative. So it's like we don't have to be so black or white. We could be gray. You know what I'm saying? So you can reach different things. So I have like a romantic one. I'm jumping off, but it's called I Used to Love Her. And it's about a guy, and he's actually every day for 5 days. Well, he's with his girl. You're with your girlfriend for a long period of time, but they're not married. So they're like, the anniversary's coming up. She's excited, and he's just like ignoring her. So he's just like, you know what? If I was with my ex-girlfriend, life would be so much better. So for every day for 5 days, he wakes up. He's with an ex-girlfriend. So you have like Cindy the Gold Digger. You have one of them, she's actually pretty cool, but then they live with the parents. You know how the parents are taking care of him and their kids? So he's like in their house and the parents are controlling him. One is like the super friendly one, if you know what I'm saying, super friendly. And then you have one that actually has a girlfriend. Like little different things, but he does get to go back and see how life is with the girl he originally was with. and she's actually with the best friend, and they're happy. So it's just like a romantic thing. So we got the romantic, we got the horror flicks, we got okay, I'm trying to do a little bit of everything. So this, you know, I got a lot in my head. I got one about, you know, a stalker in the park, you know what I'm saying? So, but actually, like, they end up winning against the stalker at the end. So, you know, not all of them are like, oh my goodness, it's you know, tragic. You know, some things are pretty good.
Good. You told Brandolph Miller at Channel 5 on Bounce Around Charleston this on February 23rd, you love to entertain and educate people with the films.
Yes.
How are you educating and entertaining yourself these days?
Well, basically, I mean, I like doing this. I do like doing the film thing. So I like writing. Like, I can just come up with something just like this. And like, I wrote a whole romantic tale yesterday.
I heard about that on Facebook.
So I was just like, you know what? You know, this, it comes to me just like this. So it's like,
Oh, God.
But I mean, like, for those who don't know me, I am a single mother. I do have 5 kids. You know what I'm saying? I have 5 beautiful children. And they got their own little worlds going on too. Because my daughter, she just got accepted to a National Honor Society.
Wow, yeah.
So I was kudos to her.
Yeah.
You know, so I was good for that.
Yeah.
And my other son, he does. He's actually interning with Regina at Scotts Crayon. So he got to meet the mayor. He got to meet the first Black police officer captain. He met him. He has pictures with him.
Oh yeah, Reggie Burgess, North Charleston.
Yeah, so like I said, you know, my kids are doing stuff too, but you know, so when I'm not doing this, I'm writing, I'm with the kids, coming up with different things to change the world.
How do you balance that, work and family?
I'm trying. I'm trying, because even like right now, I don't know when this will air or whatever, but I mean, I'm running for also Miss Plus Size Charleston. So and I never did this before, so it's something different to me. I am contestant number 1. And
Congratulations.
my talent, we're going to be doing a little bit of Beyonce. And again, this is my first time doing something like this, so hopefully I don't fall or, you know.
Why now?
I don't know, because you know, like, well, tomorrow's a promise. So it's like you gotta, and then I don't want to get into it too deep with it, but as you notice, a lot of our young people are dying. Like they got cancer. I mean, is this, you know, I'm not saying I'm gonna die tomorrow, but you know, tomorrow isn't promised. Right. So basically, I'm just trying to do a lot of things that I really want to do before I get called home. I don't know if that's you know, weird, but I mean, that's how I feel.
And I know that when you talked with Randolph Miller just February 23rd at Channel 5, you basically talked about the Geechee One films. And I understand that it's been going on for 13 years now.
Well, the magazine has been.
Pardon me,
Yeah, the magazine has been going on for 13 years. And like I said, I started that while I was at Claflin. That was my senior project at Claflin. So we've been doing that for a while. And then I was doing the radio show. We had the Geechee One Radio and the TV show. And then, like I said, it started with actually Geechee One Chronicles, which is on YouTube. So you can go back and look at the old stuff. Then we had, there was Geechee One Chronicles. It's like 1 through 5 of that. Then I did do a little bit of film, but I really didn't like the film because of the quality. And it was, some of it was clear and some of it was not clear. So basically, when you're trying to do something, you need a team of people that's going to see your vision. Because a lot of people, I mean, nowadays, and no offense or whatever, but some people just want to take your money. They don't really see your vision. I mean, I don't know if you ever see any of this going on, but some people just take your money. But like I said, I have a vision, so I need people that's gonna try to get this vision with me.
What does Geechee One mean to you?
Well, basically, like I said, when I first started it, it was either gonna be Geechee One or Classy Images. I came up with Geechee One to be different because when you go somewhere out of town, anywhere, people be like, oh, you're Geechee. You know what I'm saying? So, Geechee One. But it means a lot to me because, again, it's culture. It could be, and I know a lot of people are into the old Geechee Gullah, but it's like nowadays you have all these new people coming up. So we right now are trying to develop our own future and still, you know what I'm saying, still show our past, but we're our future right now. Our kids are our future. So we have to find out what our skill is, what our dream is, what our goal is, and what we could do, not for just ourselves, but for our kids and our community.
And you talk about that future. What would that film be looking like if you were to write that?
About
Charleston?
Yeah.
Felicia Rivers.
I don't know, depending on what age you're looking at here. If you're looking at adult age, then, I mean, I don't know, I mean, because it could go any which way, because it could be more of dealing with people, you know what I'm saying, or it could be more with, I don't know, because I work a lot, so that's another thing too, it's like I do this myself out of my own pocket, so a lot of people don't, you know, people have grant, you know, I did apply for a grant, we have a grant that it, online the other day, I didn't apply, but I do a lot of this on my own pocket, because I work.
Wow.
I go to work, I work a job,
Wow.
so.
And I incorrectly said this, but obviously it was Geechee One Awards that started, I guess, 13 years ago.
Yes, we've been doing that for 13 years.
Yeah.
And then, with that, again, like I said, when I first started, I was doing a lot of, even the magazine sort of changed. It's more, a lot of people think, okay, she does a lot of hip hop. It is not really hip hop. My issue is anybody, if you're out there, if you want to write, you can submit something. Like, it's for anybody, but I do know a lot, at that time, a lot of artists were like, you don't have any outlet, and, you know, I go hard for what I'm trying to do. So, you know, you get a lot of people who, because like I said, the first cover of Geechee One, I actually had a young lady from Claflin. She was a friend of mine. Her name was Allison. She was running for Miss Claflin, actually, but she didn't make it. She was a Delta. She was running for Miss Claflin, but she was on the first cover. So it's like, and then the second cover, I want to say we had 2 models.
Okay.
And they're from Georgia, actually, but they used to come to Charleston to be in my, because they used to do fashion shows.
Right.
So then the third cover, I want to say, was DJ Master Jam, which we are honoring at this year's Geechee One Awards. You know, that's one of the people we are honoring. And like last year, I think I can't remember the 4th cover, but I know either the 4th or 5th cover we had T Slanger, which is now a barber. His name was, can't think of the guy's Antoine, I don't know. Y'all know what I'm talking about, T Slanger. But he has a barber shop, and then he was actually a rapper, but then he turned into a barber now. So he's like a really, really popular barber in Charleston, and we honored him last year. So that's why I was like, you know, some of these people, a lot of people need to be honored, and I do get that. A lot of people need to win awards, and that's why it's good that there is a lot of other platforms around Charleston instead of just me, because I'm not, you know, I never said I was the best. I never said I'm number 1. I mean, somebody can say that. You know, I did win 3 South Carolina Underground Music Awards for Magazine of the Year. I did win that, but I'm just saying. So I've never said that. Like, people be like, I think what it is, people put you on this pedestal, and then when they find out and they meet you and they're like, oh, she's normal, so then it's kind of weird, because I'm a normal person. I'm not, I don't know, you know what I'm trying to say. Like, some people you would put on a pedestal, like I say Beyonce, you put her on a, and you know, she's doing big things, so I guess you would put her on a pedestal, because I love Beyonce. But you know what I'm trying to say, but when you meet them, you're like, okay, that's a normal person. She has weird qualities about herself. Like, you would have weird qualities about you. But you might think of somebody you never met on a bigger pedestal. Like, when you meet them, they should be out of this world. And you're like, oh, Quintin, he's just a normal person. You know?
And you talk about, you know, you being a normal person. How else would you describe Felicia Rivers when you take off the filmmaking hat, the mom?
I'm just a creative person. Like I said, I'm just really into what I'm trying to do. Is like I said, there's a lot of talent here. Like, not just music, not just films. It's Charleston, and people are coming to Charleston to take our ideas. They are coming here to take our ideas. They're coming to not say steal our people or steal our culture, but people are making money off us. So we should get to the point where we can invest our own money back into us, so we can build, instead of getting people to steal everything from us.
And let me get back to the Geechee One Awards. August 25th. It's going to be up there in North Charleston.
No, we switched today. Today. We're pushing it towards...
the last Sunday?
No, we're pushing it towards November.
Oh, okay.
November. See, what it is I haven't locked in the building, which is a whole other topic, which actually I haven't been to lock in the building, but the person that is so... Which I don't want to call his name out. But we do have a location, but it's like I don't have it set just yet. So I'm just waiting to actually sign the contract with the location. And it's some of it's me, because I work a lot. So then it's like, you know how some people be like, well, their business hours at this time to this time. And then I'd be like, well, I work this time to that time. And then, you know, I work for the school too. I work at the school, and then, you know.
What should the headline be for the 13th annual Geechee One Awards in your mind?
I'm not really sure. We was trying to come up with a theme. I know some people was like, you shouldn't do that. But I would like people to, I was thinking it'd be really good to do something with the Harlem Renaissance.
Okay.
And have people dress up. But I do understand people are saying that that's an issue with getting clothes and stuff like that.
Wow.
And then, like I was thinking maybe, we could do something like the African thing. But I know they are having other stuff, so I don't really want to like compete with other people or feel like I'm trying to take anybody else's ideas either, so. Because that would be good too, then everybody could dress up in African attire, like Wakanda, Black Panther. That would be awesome, because they are having that ball on the 28th.
Right, that's right.
Are you going?
I don't know yet. I'm always busy as well.
All right.
Well, tell me this. What's next for you in your mind?
Well, basically, I'm doing the same thing. I'm just, like I said, we have the magazine, we got the award show that we are planning. I'm waiting to make sure that the building is confirmed, because I'm just trying to have it where we have at least 6 months to promote. The more time you have to promote, the more success. Because if we just throw it together, then it's less people coming or whatever. So, but so we got the awards, the magazine. Like I said, the films are the biggest thing, and like I said, I'm doing a lot of shorts, but we do have a full length. And I don't have an exact name for it yet, but it's about it's about an interracial couple.
Okay.
So the guy is white and the young lady is black, and then it starts off with them getting married, and at the wedding, it's mostly his family. So it's like all the white people, and they're like, it doesn't show no racism. It shows they are, they don't care what color she is. How you doing, daughter? Blah 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 blah. And then he's like, everybody's like, why haven't you met her family? And he's like pressing her, like, I want to meet your family because you met my family. And race shouldn't matter, right? So she ends up taking him home to meet her family, and then they're having like a big celebration during that week, and it's like a lot of racism towards him from the black family.
To be continued.
Yes.
Felicia Rivers, thank you so much for your time. I really, really appreciate this.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.